Right now I'm just going to kind of show you a little glimpse of my new 10-minute walk areas I got going on over here. So my wife and I, we bought this house right here in lovely Tahoe, Nevada. We're in State Line, Nevada. I think the area is called Upper Kingsbury. Sounds very official, Upper Kingsbury. And it's nice. It's beautiful to have a home out here in Nevada. It's nice that the rules are a little different than California. California's got some craziness going on, so it's nice to get away from some of that. Can't wait to share Christmas and New Year's with my family here and create a lot of great memories. My wife and I are fortunate enough, we own a home in Bodega Bay as well, so we have a beach house. We live in Dixon, California. We have some beautiful homes, some beautiful children. We got a really wonderful and terrific family that we're surrounded by. And it's great to create these memories and to be able to share what my wife and I have built together with the entire family and beyond family. Also friends. A lot of friends utilize the beach house. Our boy Andrew Zaragoza proposed to his wife, his now wife, at that very house. So just a lot of great memories being created, and I look forward to many more. Here we go on our walk. It will feel like it's 3 degrees when you start walking out here, and it's windy like it is today. But I promise you, by the time we get to that top of the hill, a lot of that chill will be gone. We are at 7,000 feet, maybe even a little bit more. I think when we get to the top of some of these hills, we're at like 8,000. These everyday sleeves I threw on, they're feeling great. You probably can't even really tell that I'm wearing them. They feel awesome, giving me a little support. Right knee has been a little tender, and it's been bugging me since I was about 15 years old. And I'm 44, so it's been bugging me for a long time. On and off, it flares up. Just deal with it. 10-minute walks have been hugely beneficial to me. I've been mentioning many times over, I'd love for you guys to take a challenge with me. January is coming up. We got World Carnivore Month. And along with World Carnivore Month, sorry if I'm getting out of breath, this gets to be hard. Along with World Carnivore Month, I would love for you to do 3 10-minute walks with me every day. 3 10-minute walks every day. So in addition to the 3 10-minute walks, I'd like you to join in on World Carnivore Month. In addition to that, something I forgot to mention, very dear to my heart though, no alcohol for the whole month. None. 0 alcohol. You know why I'm doing that? Because a side effect of putting up the carnivore challenge last year was a lot of people telling me that they stopped drinking, and they continued to do with that. And I was really, really proud of that. I really think that's fantastic. And I was like, you know what? This year I got to remember to tell people. I got to share that message. Tell people no alcohol. Because if I can help more people get away from that, that'd be amazing. That'd be terrific. I want to say I saw a really cool post by Dana White the other day. And man, the video was amazing. And it was basically a video about Dana White being what I would consider to be a pioneer and how he took these risks. And I know the virus stuff is like very controversial, but he took a stance on it that was unconventional and different from a lot of other people. And he made Fighter Island. He created a whole island where his people could fight. And I was really excited by the video because he said, we didn't lose one employee here at UFC. And he's like, in fact, we've created even more jobs and we've created even more opportunities. And the reason why that meant so much to me is that we've done the same thing here at Slingshot. And so we've been chugging along. This has been the best year we've ever had at Slingshot. from a financial standpoint, it's also been one of the best years from a growth standpoint, from a personal development standpoint. But yeah, we haven't lost any employees either. So I'm gonna see what we can figure out here with climbing this hill, see what we can get out of it. Might get a little slippery, especially on the way down. So far, I can already tell you guys that this is a bad idea because the way down is going to be hard. Man, it's amazing around here. I haven't encountered any bears yet, luckily. So let's even take something like this tree right here, right? Let's say that this tree is a problem for you. Look how damn big this tree is. You know, I'll stand next to the tree. The tree's a little taller than me, right? It's way up there. Problems look pretty big when you're like this, right? And keep an eye on this tree, okay? There's the tree right there now. Problems are already starting to look a little smaller, but that still seems to be a pretty big problem to me. Let's keep putting one foot in front of the other and see what happens. Walk forward, walk onward, walk upward. Let's see what happens. Ah, wow. Look at that, almost eye level. Getting a little closer to being eye level with that bitch. That big problem is starting to seem a little bit more distant, a little bit more behind us, a little less significant, a little smaller. What's it have to do with? What was the difference when I was up close like this to it? Think about it. I'll tell you when we get to the top. Man, we're doing pretty good. I'm excited. One foot in front of the other for a long period of time. Rain, snow, sleet, hail, sun, cold, hot, short, fat, old or young. Keep figuring out a way to move forward. This is a hell of a 10-minute walk. Slow and low, gradual. Put it in low gear. Realize it's going to take some time. It'll take some time to get to the top. But the climb will feel strenuous. With the new vantage point that we gain, will be wonderful. It'll be worth it. Woo! Yeah, buddy. Oh, wow. Oh my God, what a view. Looking pretty legit. Yes, sir. Here we go. Look at this shit. Now you got some reasons to get out of bed in the morning, right? Let's see here. So, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like, I can't even find the tree that I stood next to anymore. I can't even really see my own problem that I thought was a big problem. See the two trees that are right next to each other right there? Bink and bink. I think it was one of those. But what have we gained here? Got a much higher position, but we have a different perspective on it. Our problems, when we keep working on solving them and we keep trying to figure out a way to move forward, they get smaller. That doesn't really look like that big of a problem anymore. especially if we go all the way down the mountain to kind of the beginning of it. What sometimes looks to be like insurmountable, like what looks to be unbeatable, what looks to be too tough to handle, what looks to be way too large to even take a step in the right direction, ends up becoming minuscule, and you almost forget even about what it even was, to the point where I'm not even 100% sure that those were the same trees. I'm not even sure if that was the same problem that I had. And how many of you have had that happen, where you had an issue with another employee, or you had an issue with a kid at school, or an issue with another friend that was on the football team, you had a falling out with your friend or your buddy or whatever it is in life, and then someone's like, well, what happened? And you're like, actually, man, I don't even remember. Right? Sometimes your problems, like they seem so big at the moment, and they seem like they matter to you so much, and if you keep heading in the right direction, you keep putting one foot in front of the other, and you keep walking onward and upward, like we did here, walking upward, you look back and you're like, that really wasn't much of a problem at all. Just another learning experience, just another opportunity to learn some stuff. Love being out here in the woods like this in Tahoe. This is amazing. It gives you a lot of perspective. I mean, when you're young and you kind of hear or see like an old guy kind of just sitting there, like looking at a lake, or an old guy kind of, it's always an old guy. Like a young guy is not going to really, a 17-year-old kid's not going to come up here by himself and like admire the mountains necessarily, right? I mean, maybe a few, but older people do, because they have experience and they have knowledge, and they turn that knowledge over a long period of time into wisdom. And when they're kicking that wisdom and kicking that knowledge, they recognize how in line nature is with everything that we do. We are not interacting with the world. We are a part of it. All together, all of us. White, black, Mexican, Jewish, Christian, Catholic, doesn't fat, old, short, whatever you are, we're all part of it. These trees are part of it. These rocks are part of it. The snow's part of it. These mountains are part of it. Anyway, I love this. This feels really good. It gives you an opportunity to think. And I gotta let you guys in on a little secret. I did not climb this hill by myself. I'd like to say I didn't do it performance enhanced, but you know, I'm trying it. 2021. I'm trying my best to be a little bit more honest with everybody, and so let me show you guys how I got up that mountain so easily. Oh, jeez. You know what? Probably if you saw this, if you saw that I was wearing the everyday sleeve to propel me up the mountain, you probably wouldn't even have watched in the first place, because you've been like, this guy's cheating the whole time. Of course he can get up there. He's wearing the everyday sleeves. They make everything so easy. Threw those on for this little trek. Feels really good. Nice and comfortable, smooth, giving me a little bit of support, just kind of catching me where I need to catch me, and they're not in the way. They're not in the way. They don't feel uncomfortable in any way. Actually, they're just assisting with my ligaments, tendons, and joints and muscles staying a little bit warmer, and also just kind of protecting me from how damn cold it is out here. Let's check out the rest of this, huh? What an amazing 10-minute walk. This is my new version of my 10-minute walks. It's going to take me a lot longer than 10 minutes to climb these mountains. I hope that you guys found this to be helpful, and I hope that you gained a new perspective on your problems as I was pointing out how little and how minuscule they are when you see them in your rearview mirror, or when you look at them from a different vantage point, from a different perspective. Steve Jobs, the great Steve Jobs, he's somebody that I study quite a bit and admired a lot. And he basically said that you can't connect the dots moving forward. You can only connect the dots looking back. And so again, I think that kind of falls exactly in line with this. When you look back at something, you go, oh my God, it's so obvious why that was a problem for me at the time. I just didn't have the tools, I didn't have the skill set at the moment, or didn't have the maturity at that particular time. Rather than being so frustrated or so angry about it, you can just say, I just, unfortunately, I was unprepared at that time, and it's kind of embarrassing, but it is in the past, and I can move on from there. Strength is never weakness, weakness is never strength. Catch you guys later.